Once again, Jack.
Okay, rolling.
Oh, it's been peaceful.
Thank you. That's what it's supposed to look like. That's what it looked like when I was grinding any percent. Right, I can play the game now. I like how my sum of worsts for Vortex is a 33. I sort of wonder what went wrong. So I'll find out. No? Hooray, a new worst. By 0.0 seconds. Alright. Still a lot of gameplay to go. Really? I don't recognize this song. All right. Sure. Now apparently that's where some of my time save was. 33 seconds. What on earth happened there? I played that mega safe. I also see. Good Dreamweavers so far. I say that I know I'm going to free this dragon by mistake. Oh, I did not. Alright, I've calmed down a bit. how is everyone? Hope you're having a good Monday. Or Tuesday for some of you. I'd like to figure out that wall glide at the end, but in lieu of that, stopping for half a second is probably the way to go. That's going to be close. I don't know if I got that. I did. Cool. Alright, Metalhead, and then we are halfway through Vortex again. do have green sparks, have to watch out for that. Oh, there's fodder before high caves. I had the good cycle, so it was a solid alpine. For the strats that I go for anyways. Alright, Wizard Peak. Swore he was going to hit me on that. Again, that's not Spyro 1 movement. Alright, Taco. Where are we going? Yo, welcome on in. Thanks for the raid. Yes, we will take Clifftown. How was your stream? 14 tally the whole way through? I saw you were doing some earlier. Thank you very much for the good luck. Hope it went well. That's good to hear. I've reset this run on 14 tally already. Yeah, thanks for the good luck. Much appreciated. Hey, sounds like progress. PBs will come. Yeah, much appreciated for the raid. Glad you had a good stream. Welcome on in, Raiders. I'm Urugla. I speedrun pretty much everything in the original Spyro trilogy. This is a category of my own creation. This is a combination of 7 main categories, the non-completion categories to be precise, which combine to form 3 different trifectas. The Vortaliany, the Trilogy any percent, and the restricted any percent. This is the first of 7 categories. After this, we will be doing 14 Talisman. And then on to Spyro 3 any percent. So we're starting with the Vortaliany leg. Apart from a couple hiccups in Artisans, this has been a very solid Vortex run. For the strats that go for us, but that is. Alright, yeah, I know it's late there. Sleep well. Thanks for the good luck and the raid. Yo, MOSFET, thanks for the good luck. A very rough start to things, but I think we're maybe back on track. But we'll see how Cove goes. Cove is the decider. And then Hurricos. For those of you not familiar with Vortex, this is in many ways the spiritual equivalent to 14 Talisman. It is a trick category, and the goal is to get to the end of each level as quickly as possible. It's a very frustrating category. I just despise North Cove. And then no problem there. But once again, we've killed a PB pace in North Cove. Sorry, give me one moment to read that once I'm in a menu. Timing is important on the next couple enemies, so I see your message, but I will respond in just a moment. I'd say they're fairly different in nature in Spyro 1. 2 and 3 are pretty similar. I run with relatively few proxies across the trilogy, but yeah, there aren't all that many. There aren't as many in Spyro 1, I'd say. Come on. The load times are also shorter, in general. I'd say because 2 and 3 are more ambitious, there's more to load in. It's a big difference on fast disk speed compared with standard, or with emulator, which is what I'm running on. Well, it's a 27 this time, but it should have been a 26. Thanks to the GGs again. Done with the Vortex for the second time this attempt. Alright, so that's one of the 7 categories done for this. It is the second time I've gotten this far today. Yeah, so as I mentioned, the first step in here is Vortaliany. We just finished Vortex, so now it's time for 14 Talisman. Which you just saw be run a lot better than I will be running it. Since you were asking about differences between the games, I would say Spyro 1 is a completely different game engine compared to 2 and 3. The movement just feels different. Different things are optimal. Spyro 2 is the only one with double jumps. But despite those differences, these 3 categories, Spyro 1 Vortex, 14 Talisman, and Spyro 3 Any %, are all sort of spiritually similar. Yeah, pretty much. Trick your way to the end of levels and probably doing some cheat codes or glitches to skip stuff in, like, outside of the levels too. After that is going to be just the any percent trifecta, which is just beat the final bosses as quickly as possible. Come on. And then restricted any, which is like no major skips. We get all the collectibles that the game thinks we need to beat the game. How did I get none of those? There's some overlap, that's why it's only 7 categories instead of 9. Spyro 1 any percent and Spyro 3 any percent both fit into multiple categories in that grouping. That's such a good emote. This is the wrong direction. That's not really a big deal. Also a good emote. Alright, let me remember the route this time. That should help a little bit. Gem count's not like as robust as it maybe could be, but it's not bad.
Hello? Great. Okay, when you jump in the water, you can use the D-pad to move around the surface. Use square to dive underwater. When you are underwater, use X to paddle and square to charge.
Alright, let's see if Hurricos hates us again. I think I'm just gonna do... Wait, no, there's a reason this is really, really bad, because I don't do the 40 orb route that Grapevine was talking about. This is like a ton of time lost, not just a few seconds.
Thank you.
Alright, Sunny Beach. Because of that route, I'm way up on gems, so I don't need to worry too much about them here.
Thank.
Yeah, I'm up like 70 gems. And that's the Spyro 1 movement. I got this in Blowhard backwards.
Hi. A pleasure doing business with you, Spyro. This submarine is 100% shark-proof. I guarantee it. Oh.
Well done. Okay, Spyro, jump through that hole in the floor to... Before you get to the castle dungeon.
Alright, I am way up on gems. And we'll see how that affects things. Where do I even drop gems in this route? Can skip some stuff in Scorch, but it's not like that saves tons of time. I don't go out of my way for many gems in Glacier. Wasn't a great double jump. Yeah. That's much better. Wow. Yeah, I've freed Waluigi. I do not like what the camera did there, but never punished.
Excellent.
I think Dylan said I was looking for like 420, 430 heading out of Scorch. So I should be on a good pace.
Thanks for...
443. I'm so over. That means I can skip some gems and fracture, I guess. $99, 300 gems.
Thank you.
That's 5.
It's great. Now,
This is a level where I just straight up don't know the route for 14 tally.
Thanks for...
What on earth happened in my PB? 138 is crazy.
No one's been through that portal in years. I thought I'd never find a sucker. I mean, you're a shrewd customer, Spyro.
straight up just don't need those gems.
Thanks for helping.
Zephyr time.
Hi, Spyro. Would you like...
Legend? Thanks for the gems, Spyro. With all this cash...
Dang!
That's something that I think Laura's complained about too. Spyro 2 physics, and it happens in 3, but you're just less frequently in that position in 3. You just slip off stuff and it's not immediate. That's a very frustrating thing about Spyro 2 physics, because it feels like you've landed.
Well done.
Gulp, we've finally...
All right. A lovely, well-programmed fight. What a lovely, well-programmed fight. Oh, come on. Yeah, well, come on in. I'm just fighting the worst designed boss in Spyro history. We had it all. We had eggs drop on his head. We had questionable misses. Hope you're doing all right.
I finally come up with a way.
Alright, well, we got in to Dragon Shores. Let's see how this goes. I see my worst segment here is nearly 4.5 minutes longer than my best. No, I'm from the United States. My accent isn't a place that one would compare to Canadian. There are places in the United States like that. I have what I'd call a fairly neutral US accent, American accent. No, I get angry too much to be Canadian. Yeah, like, if you are very familiar with, like, regional US dialects, you could place where I'm from. Based on words like aunt. But without that, it's, like, very neutral American. Really? I mean, it's unlikely to be like Deep South US, which have very distinctive accents, but you never know. This will be like a high 34, low 35. Meh. Yeah, I'm definitely from Zephyr.
Spyro,
Yeah, I was born in Zephyr, raised in Breeze Harbor. And I spent extensive time in Colossus. Alright, that's tally done. There is a chance. Thanks to the GG. 2 down, 5 to go. I'd like to say they get less frustrating as I go, but there's still Spyro 2 any percent to come. So, like, I don't know about that. Thanks to the GGs. Yeah, I'm fine with a 34. Decent run. My PB's a high 32, so, like, lost a couple minutes. It's okay, game. Take your time. So this category counts towards 2 of the 3 trifectas, both Vortaliany, it's the any in that, as well as the trifecta any percent. Thanks for the GG. Alright, this is Spyro 3 any percent. This category is a stressful mess that I haven't really practiced. Oh, I forgot to split.
So, you're the...
106.10, give or take. If one of my mods could change the game that I'm running to Spyro 3, I would appreciate it. No pressure, but exclamation point game, thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
The downside to doing it in this order is that there are a bunch of game swaps, which is both slow from an RTA standpoint, but also like my brain has to swap between movement sets. For example, I nearly hit start there to skip the cutscene because I was just playing Spyro 2. Alright, so up till now, the run has looked maybe kind of like I'm playing the game as intended. Yeah, I did do a skip in cloud, but this is where it just stops resembling anything that you might do in a casual playthrough. Yo, Momo, thanks to the good luck. Yes, this game does have a lot of cutscenes. Spyro 2 does as well in any percent, which I'll be doing after this, Spyro 2 any percent. They're all very front-loaded. So like a substantial percentage of the run is cutscenes and loads for Spyro 2 any percent. This is very true, unless you forget to skip them.
I saw something.
Noted. So I have to go here. As a hunter. I'm not super familiar with that game, but yeah, I guess the one that I'm more familiar with is Final Fantasy X, where there's a category that just removes cutscenes. Yo, Jordy, welcome on in. Thank you for the raid. How was 120? Can we get a shout out for Jordy, please? Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yo, how was your stream? Hope it went well. I know it's quite late. Late game's rough, but that's still really good. So congrats on that. Hope you also had a good time, that's important too. Welcome on in, Raiders. I'm Urugla. I speedrun basically everything in the original Spyro trilogy. And this is vaguely proof of this. This is the trifecta, something that I made up. It is the combination of 3 different trifecta runs, covering 7 of the 10 main categories, basically anything that isn't full completion.
Hiya.
Yo, half-asleep runs are always interesting. Sometimes they go really well, sometimes they just don't, and you never know. Yeah, right now I'm in the middle of Vortaliany. Spyro 1 Vortex, Spyro 2 14 Talisman, and then Spyro 3 any percent. These categories are all very similar to one another. The goal is to get to the end of basically every level and then beat the final boss. And you do whatever glitches you need to achieve that.
Let's head on up.
I am not in practice with this category, I should warn. I've done Vortex and 14 Talisman recently, but I have not run 3 any.
Listen carefully, you...
It was a good sunrise, at least.
When I heard...
I'd say this category ends with something that reminds me of credit skip or maybe rat in Spyro 1 any %. You have a big, like, trick at the end that kind of determines how the run goes. That it's possible to get fairly consistent at, but especially when you're starting out, it's really rough. The big difference between this and those other two is you don't need to do rat, you don't need to do credit skip, they just save time. You do need to skip into the sorceress in this category. So I'm never going to feel comfortable in this, no matter how far ahead I am, until that's all done with. Went 3 for 4 on Whirlwind Bypass, which I'm perfectly happy with.
Okay,
See how Bridge Swim treats us. It's perfectly fine. Yeah, there's a lot going on in any %. There's a required zombie, just like 100 Egg. Bunch of swim airs. Out of bounds glides.
So. Sir?
Incidentally, Momo, the enemies that I kill here should roughly be the same as what you do in 100 Egg, except I have fewer enemies around because I'm not on hard difficulty, because I'm not collecting eggs. But, like, those 2 that I kill are for convenience, you don't need to get them. You don't need to kill anything in this room. It's just this one, basically. There are enemies you can kill in the previous room if you're going really, really fast. Because that hummingbird can get stuck if you're too fast through, like, the weight room and the one after. But I'm not. You're probably not. No offense intended. So I just don't worry about it. Yeah, if you're going slow, then you don't need to kill enemies once you get into that weight room. Really. This is the easy one, so that's not a good sign. I hate Spyro 2 and 3 slipping off stuff. That's like just straight up bad game design. Please. I'd have been better off doing bridge swim again.
When you see a...
Worst part is I have to do that again to get him to bamboo. You are. But I don't think I've actually seen that one before. Funny Thelonious animation, but without Thelonious on screen. Alright, well at least I got into bamboo okay. We would.
Oh!
Yeah, I can lose a couple of seconds to that. The NPC's not moving at the start of Boulder, but that's perfectly fine. Acceptable bamboo.
Hey, Spyro!
Loud noise warning incoming. Oops. There's a lot of time saved to be had in Icy Peak if I do the wall jump, but I'm not going to. disagree that that flame missed. Okay. Did that wrong. Did that the 117 way.
Oh, by the way.
Alright, time for easy mode Spike. Which is a wonderful fight.
Let's hit.
Not like New Game Plus Gulp, but it's a much nicer fight than in 100 Egg.
You bumbling, idiotic with.
My tactic.
Excuse me. Alrighty. On we go.
Listen to me, Drake.
Fireworks factory time. Oh, by the way. Alright, and now the reason that I have a memory card in. don't hover. Hover like ruins the run. There we go. Given I haven't practiced, I'm fine with that.
I... If you...
Bentley indeed.
Another... Thanks, bro.
I disagree that I wasn't in his talk box, but okay.
Well,
Maybe I should be going for Mammoth in this category.
Thanks for help.
Alright, 2 tricks left. I do have to vaguely be careful of my life count.
Be careful!
See, even he said be careful.
Would you look?
think that was right. One of the downsides to running on this emulator is I don't get vibration. So I have to go completely visual for that cue. Okay, we're good. Okay, bye. I'm still in zombie, and the end of level cutscene doesn't really like it when you're in zombie. I mean, more importantly, the whirlwinds don't work. So unless you're going for a proxy, you want a death abuse. What was that bonk? The Spyro 1 bonk.
That's it. I've had enough.
Mood.
This might be...
I'm sorry, that missed. Sure was an interesting start to the fight. Alright, we've got our last trick here.
Spyro.
Not a promising start. Figures. Nice perma flop. Really? That one felt good. I think my angle is wrong. I'm just not getting enough speed. Well, barring a disaster, this will be a Vortaliany PB, but I don't feel good about it. All right.